Welcome back to the Mental Playbook with Christine Dalgity, Season 2. This season, we are expanding the conversation, hearing from mental health experts, professionals from different industries, and people in the sports world about how they take care of their minds, handle challenges, and build the mindset to thrive both on the job and in life. So, grab a coffee, get comfy, tune in, get inspired, and let's dive into some fascinating conversations. Remember, your mind is super powerful, and with the right tools and knowledge, you can master your mental playbook. And while you're doing that, take care of you. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Mental Playbook with Christine Dalgity. Have you been on vacation or been away with friends or had a really fun weekend and then just felt blah? The post-event blues. That's what we're going to talk about today, and Danica has some questions for me. So hopefully you will get something from this and maybe share it with somebody else, because I don't know one person that doesn't perhaps sometimes feel it, right? Not everybody feels it, but I know I have. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today.
All right. So starting off, what exactly are the post-event blues?
The post-event blues are, after a vacation or a fun weekend or something like that, you just feel, a lot of clients describe it as I feel depressed. Mm-hmm. And when clients come to me and say I feel depressed, I often say, did you go away or did you do anything? So you just feel really down. You might think you feel depressed, you feel blah, you don't have a lot of motivation, that kind of thing.
How common is it? Do you see it with a lot of your clients, or?
Yeah, I see it with almost any client who has gone away, or had, really special time, family, flew in kind of thing. I do see it a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So why can we feel sad after something that made us so happy?
Because when we are a few reasons. So one is, let's say you're away on vacation, and let's say you're, anywhere really, you're away on vacation. Let's say you're down south.
Okay.
You have no responsibilities, no alarm clock, no one telling you what you have to do, no feeling like you have to. You are in paradise. There's sunshine, especially if you're coming back in the winter.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on. You're with other people, perhaps. Even if you're just with one other person, you're at a resort or something. So, which leads to the next thing, whether it's a vacation or whether it's, a wedding and a whole bunch of family and friends flew in, or anything that, big fun events or time away, oxytocin is released in your brain, which is that bonding chemical that makes us feel included. Serotonin increases, dopamine increases, because dopamine's that pleasure center of your brain, right? The pleasure chemical. Endorphins are released. So all of these happy, finger quote, chemicals are released in your brain for a period of time. And then you come back and maybe you live alone, or maybe, and then you're back to the grind, you're back to responsibilities, you're back to the alarm clock. If it's you go away somewhere sunny in the winter, another thing I share with my clients too is that in the fall, in climates like we live in, where winter's cold and snowy, in the fall, your body naturally starts to get ready for hibernation. Yeah. Right? So it naturally starts to get ready for the cold, so melatonin increases, your body slows down, that sort of thing. So you go from that to boom, sunshine, heat, everything. So your system's kind of like, oh, it's summer, to boom, right back again. So your body's trying to acclimate as well. So that can cause it too.
Do you think it has anything to do with anticipation versus reality sort of thing, or because sometimes I feel like there's a different there are different versions of post-event blues, because some people like go in thinking this is going to be like, let's take like a concert, for example.
Yep.
Someone goes in being like, this is going to be the best concert ever, and maybe it doesn't meet their expectations. Like, is that...
That can happen too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My friends, my sister and I always joke that the impromptu things where you don't plan them usually end up being the most fun.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think it is that expectation that we put on things.
Yeah.
If we go in thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome, and then it's not, then there's disappointment involved there too.
Yeah.
So that can contribute to it. Contribute to it for sure.
Would you say that there's like the two versions though? Because like the one that I most commonly see is like the one that we were like talking about, like, you know, like vacations. Like it's good, and you like come home and you're like down because you like miss it, sort of thing. Yep. But like, do you think there's like two versions, like the?
Yeah, I think there's probably multiple versions.
Yeah.
It could be, you know, you may live somewhere else and fly home and you're with your family and everything, and then you fly back.
Yeah.
So there's that grief part to it as well.
Yeah.
I think there's many different versions. Yeah. Okay. I think that there's expectations we put. I think there's some grief. And I even like going down south and coming back, right? Could cause some grief or something, but or going away and coming back, especially if you hate your job and you. Yeah. So I think that I think it's like an onion. You'd have to peel all the different layers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next question. So are there any like unexpected events that could trigger this? Like, I know the common ones are like vacation, concerts, like fun weekends away, but is there anything like unexpected that you've heard that kind of would trigger that?
I mean, I had a client once whose kids flew home to surprise her for her 60th birthday. And they were there for a week, and she went into a big depression afterwards. So, you know, but the unexpected is there was no anticipation. It wasn't a planned vacation. It was a surprise, but there was the grief because then they left.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's hard for me to answer because as a psychotherapist, all of the situations are expected to me because I don't look at the situation. I look at the underlying factors and the response to it, perceptions, thoughts, feelings about it. So, yeah. Was there something you were thinking, or?
No, I was just curious because I feel like there's always like the common like vacation, whatever.
Yeah. I think those are examples we use. I don't think it's a common. I think it's anytime you have those four chemicals high for a period of time, and then it goes down, right? So whether it's like a weekend at the cottage, whether it's a week vacation at home, like a week off work at home, where you're just no alarm clock, everything, and then you get back to the grind. I think, I think it's just difference in routine, and it's change and all of that.
I'm wondering, this is just like so random, and I don't know if we'll include it, but like, could it happen with like a negative event? Or like, I don't, like, not negative per se, but like, okay, no, that's stupid. I was gonna say gambling, but like obviously gambling like releases those
dopamine. Yeah.
So that's gonna happen. Like, but if something like you're doing something you're not supposed to, like something like that.
I think that it could happen, but it would be other emotions and stuff would come into it, like maybe guilt or if it was something bad that happened. You know, it could be an adrenaline thing, and then the adrenaline drops.
That's kind of what I was thinking, like adrenaline. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then adrenaline drops, so then you're going to have that crash. Sometimes I say to clients when they're saying, you know, that they felt depressed and everything after vacation, I always say, oh, you have the vacation crash, right? Sometimes we have blues, sometimes we have a crash. Yeah. Right, where it's, you know, and I often feel too, when I come home from a week away or something, vacation, I have a hard time, like I've now said to your aunt, my sister, that when we go away, I need to take the day after off work, because so many times I get home on on a Wednesday and I'm back to work on Thursday, and my brain is like, I'm not all there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just don't feel like, I just want a day of just crashing at home.
Yeah. All right. So next question, is it usually the event ending that we're grieving, or is it something deeper?
I think it can be the event, but I think it's something deeper. Because it depends, right? It depends what the event is.
Yeah.
I think it's more the decrease in those chemicals. I think we're grieving maybe the people that we were with. I think we're grieving the freedom we might have had. I think, like if it's family that you haven't seen in a long time and then they go back, or friends you haven't seen in a long time and they go back.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it too is that I hear is that we're grieving the freedom that we felt. Because for so many people, whether it's like a weekend away at the cottage, or it's a week away somewhere else, or it's being off, you coming home from university.
Yeah.
And then, that's 4 months, but then, getting back. But it could also be you coming home from university and the crash you have the week you come home.
Yeah.
Because you're doing so much, you have exams and everything, and you have your own routine in your own place. And then you come home and you're with your dad and there's different rules maybe, or, so I think it depends on the event. I rarely hear it's the event itself. It's all that goes around with it. Now, don't get me wrong. When I went, like 13 years ago, I can't believe it was that long ago, on the Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah.
I missed Italy and stuff like that. Like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But it was more seeing the places. It was, being away, that experience. But then you also have that, it's good to come home too, right?
Yeah.
I always love going away, but I love climbing back into my bed.
No, I know, same. So some people seem to bounce back quickly while others struggle for days. Why is that?
Well, some people are introverts too, right? And so they may have a drop in those chemicals, and for a day or so they may kind of feel like, or like, they get back on a Sunday night and have to go to work Monday morning, so they kind of feel, but they also like the quiet. They like not being around a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And some people are extroverts. Like, some people charge their battery through isolation, or like not isolation, but like being alone for a period of time. And some people charge their batteries, social batteries I'm talking, being with a whole bunch of people. So, or with others. So if you're someone who needs that reset alone, then you're not going to experience it as long. Yeah. Because for you, like an introvert, it maybe, you, but not you in particular, but it could be that those chemicals increase. Those chemicals might decrease when you're around a lot of people and doing stuff a lot and that kind of thing, depending on the event. Whereas when you're home, in your space, quiet, those like serotonin and stuff might be released then.
Yeah. Okay. I went to a cottage, obviously, as you know, with like my closest friends, my boyfriend, all of us. And Braxton, my boyfriend, when we left, he got like really down. Yeah. Like super down. But I wouldn't even say he's super extroverted either. But he was trying to explain it to me, because we went to Toronto 2 summers ago too with the group of us, and he got really down after that too. Yeah. And he was trying to explain, I was like, what triggers that? Because like you can hang out with your friends and come back and be fine. And he was like, it's almost like when we like all like are like living together for multiple days, that's when he gets really down after. But I wouldn't say he's super extroverted either. No. But he might, because you're at a cottage with safe, familiar people, right? I'm talking like extra, like get their energy from that, but also like maybe being at a concert or being right. But so he's with people who are safe to him, the people that he's at school with too, right? You guys both go to the same university, and so you have those core closest friends that you went to the cottage with. Yeah. So he might feel that familiarity of being with because he lives with some of those guys too, right? And so it could be that, and then the change again. Yeah. And I'm really interested to see
what's going to happen at the end of next year.
No, I know.
That's your last year.
Yeah.
For both of you. So, but I mean, you'll still be with those people, but
Yeah.
just that. So I think that he feels that way, because he gets his battery charged from those people.
Okay.
You know, he trusts them. He, you know, and maybe at work, it's not like he doesn't trust the people like he does there, or at home, not that he doesn't trust his family, but it's just a different, right? It's different. And he may just feel freer and everything being with those people.
Yeah, because like when I came back from the cottage, I was like, not that I was like, yahoo, but I was like, oh, I love my bed. I can't wait to like get a good night's sleep. Like, I didn't feel that at all. Like, yeah, I was like, okay, like, because we had a friend from like the UK. She came to visit. I was kind of sad to say bye to her, but like, I was kind of like, okay, time to go home. Like, I didn't feel that at all.
Yeah, and you're more introverted.
Yeah.
And I think also, and I'm not saying anything about his family. I'm not, because they're all great people and everything. You're very close to your dad and to me, and we're here, and you hang out here with me, and with like Aunt Allie, and you know, I think that, and at work, it's like a little family too. Like I think that you have those other connections. I think he does. He has his own connections too. But it might just be different. And you are introverted. So you do need, you're quiet. You do need, you can love the people that you're with. But I mean, even if we have a family thing here, all Dalgitys are the same that way. Right? We're all like that. We could be here. And then it's just like, okay, I love the people that are here in my house, my tribe, my family, my best friends. But then I'm like, I just need like an hour or 10 by myself. And every single one of us are like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be that.
All right. So what are some healthy ways to cope with the post-event blues?
I think giving yourself grace. Couldn't think of the word. Giving yourself grace, because, and understanding, when clients say, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm depressed, like I've become depressed, and I say, have you been on vacation? Have you been away? And they say yes, and I explain, like, if they've been down south in the winter, I explain that, and I explain the post-vacation blues and that kind of thing. It's like, oh, they don't know, right? And so giving yourself grace and understanding where it's coming from can be number one, the most helpful. And then just, you know, getting back into your routine, taking some time. Maybe if you are someone whose battery gets charged being around people, then go plan a night out with your friends, go to a theater, go, you know, whatever it happens to be. But there's no like magic wand quick. I think the biggest part is knowing where it comes from and understanding that for sure.
Yeah, when Braxton was going through his post-cottage blues, we were like Googling it, trying to figure out, and it said like, have something planned, even if it's a year away, just have something planned with that group of people. Yeah. What do you think about that? Yeah. But also, I think that's some good advice too, but you can't just rely on being with those people, because especially at your age, because you're not always going to be with those people, right? I mean, they'll be in your life, but he's not always going to be living with those people. So I think, yes, it is about planning things, but maybe not just with those people, right? Or planning things that aren't so big either, like just a dinner out with those people, or, you know, I wouldn't say a year from now. I would say, I mean, especially at your age. If you guys aren't together, plan a couple times a month where you are together. I know, you know, you guys have come here. Sure you had your friends here, right? And stuff like just something like that, I think. But you also have to regulate yourself, and you have to, it's not just about planning, because that's, in my opinion, if you're just planning, that's Band-Aiding it, putting a Band-Aid on it.
I think that you have to understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And be comfortable in not being with those people all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
And that's why you don't trust Dr. Google all the time.
That's right.
There you go.
I mean, there's merit in that, but
Yeah.
not, I think that it's more than that, because I think that that's just replacing it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's not like you're not, or like addressing like the deeper rooted issue. You're
That's
just
right.
you're band-aiding it,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
All right. So final question. At
right.
what point do the post-event blues become something more serious that someone should be paying attention to?
Yeah. So there's a difference between feeling down and depression.
Yeah.
So many times people feel down, they feel disappointed, they feel blah, and they say, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
No. Feeling down is kind of that blah feeling that you get, not a lot of motivation to do things, that kind of that cloud over your head,
Yeah.
feeling fatigued. Depression is when you stop doing things that you used to do.
Yeah.
Depression is when it takes everything to get out of bed. Depression is when you don't see any hope. You feel hopeless and helpless. And, you know, it's a deeper, and that's just simplifying it.
Yeah.
If those blues last longer than a week, and you get to a point where you just feel, you know, all those things that I said, you don't want to get out of bed, you're taking off work, you're no longer participating in the things,
Yeah.
then that's depression. And it's not the vacation blues. There's something else going on there
Yeah.
that it would be a good idea to seek help
Yeah.
for.
All right. Well,
All right.
that's it.
Did I answer some of your questions?
Yes, you did.
I know we were talking about it, and
Yes,
you're
I
like,
picked
I
it
think
for a
that'd be a good
reason. Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Yes, yes. It is. It's so common. So, especially in, well, anytime, but I see it more in the winter because people
Yeah.
go away on vacation.
I was
in the
going to
winter.
say I see it more in the summertime, but maybe that's just because like the people who I'm with have it when we're not all together because we all go to
You're
school
with
together.
them all.
Yeah.
All, yeah. And a lot of the people I see are away like a week away on vacation,
Yeah.
and they come back and they're just like, oh, I just feel, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's very common, and I feel it too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know many people who don't feel some, even if it's just a day.
Yeah.
It's not a week or anything
Yeah.
for me. It's usually a couple of days. But I also know that when I'm away on vacation, I'm still working a bit because when you own a business, you have to.
Yeah.
But when I'm away on vacation, I know that like first day back, I've got, you know, I get decision fatigue and stuff because I'm making all
Yeah.
the decisions. I'm doing all the things. I'm a psychotherapist, so it's heavy and running, you know.
Yeah.
So I know that it takes a few days for me to get back into that mindset.
Yes.
It also takes a few days. Allison and I talk about this. It usually takes a couple of days before I can completely relax on vacation.
Yeah.
Too, because, and we've talked about this when we've gone away, because I'm so busy all the time.
Yeah.
Where, you know, to just like
Just like breathe for a second.
breathe for a second. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. If this resonated with you, share it with somebody and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Spotify channel. That will help us out. And until we see you again next week, take care of you. That's it for today's episode of the Mental Playbook with Christine Dalgity. Remember, the work doesn't end when the episode does. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of these conversations. If you're enjoying the podcast, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. It helps us grow and reach more people who might need this too. And don't forget, take care of you.